the San Francisco 49ers. Two teams here playing for pride as the final week of the NFL season is underway. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, here's Goff. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Goff to Woods as the Rams move the chains.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Here's Goff now on second down. He gets it to Cooks. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 47.
20.
To the air again. Goff. They'll throw underneath for Gurley. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 7 yards on the play, and it'll be second down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there.
And he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. DeForest Buckner continuing to fight downfield. The big tackle gets him for a loss of 11. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Goff. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A pretty good mark there. They needed 14. They got 14 on 3rd down. Goff in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game.
4 down.
Out of the gun. Goff. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end Everett. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that sure was pretty, because the corner route It's extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is, because more and more, tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
Super one, super one.
Back to the ground game here, Gurley. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play, stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And incomplete on the deep ball. He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee, and it's third down.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown, out of his reach, and incomplete.
There we go.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on third down.
You got 4. Listen on. Black 20. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Here's Goff. Looking this time for Woods, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Woods, the intended receiver. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They run with Breida. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
No gain on the play there, second down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now it's Breida. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. To throw is Moore, operating from the gun. Goodwin able to haul it in. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Here's Breida. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Now Moore looking to throw on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. On third down, Moore. Over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
On first and 10, Moore. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Aaron Donald in there to get him, and that is sack number 15 for him on the year. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. This is Breida. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. The tackle there by John Johnson. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Gone!
Moore throwing on third and long. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Mikel Roby-Coleman, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Well, it's third and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
How about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
To throw on second down is gone. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Woods. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Goff hitting Woods for a Rams first.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Goff now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. A shotgun snap for Goff. And that is incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to run with.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Here's Goff. Got some real estate inside the 30. And he gets this one down to the 24. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On first down, gone. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Brandon Cooks, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Rams are in for 6. Zerline good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The 49ers getting set to trot out there. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And
got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. A big play there for the Niners. 62 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7th. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop it.
He'll get it up the middle, and he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily, you're right, but he did there. The Ram fans in this old stadium on their feet. 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Breida. And across the goal line, into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. A great play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. Gould able to tack on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now gone. And that's complete to Cooks. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
DC.
Goff wants to throw on 3rd and 1. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Goff now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10. Now Goff. Open there, right side is Kupp, complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
To play in a tightly contested first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. Goff in the offense with a 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Hey, boys, go flat. Black 20. Super.
Again, Goff dumps it off to Gurley. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, defensively rallying to the ball after the nice move. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Here we go. Hey.
Throwing again is Goff. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Kupp. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A Ram first down as Goff finds Kupp.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
From the red zone now, Goff. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Goff throwing again. That's complete right around the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Super 1.
On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Todd Gurley with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Rams are in for 6. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A good pickup there at 22. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Deep ball for Goodwin. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. "13 seconds, the time remaining in the half as they come up on 1st down. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On 2nd down, here's Goff. Staying on his feet, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up. And we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They'll start on the ground with Breida. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. We'll give them 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn them a fresh set of downs. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. More now. Off play action. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Well, too much oomph. Too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
Defense,
we
got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Here's Goff now on second down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup with someone trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
A gain of 6 there on first. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, we go, son. 180.
Gone. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Goff on 3rd down. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard. Yeah,
but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
Now a 1st down throw. Gone. And they'll find Everett there, complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
They run. It's Gurley. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go. Done. 180. DC.
From the gun, here's Gone. And this is going to be incomplete. Something of a rare incompletion. Remember, Charles, last week under 50% throwing the football. That's what he was, but he has turned that around in this game.
Last week was commonly known as a fluke. For him to be under 50%, not normal, not the usual. But to be up over 80%, that's extra time in practice, and that's throwing with extra confidence as well.
20.
On 4th down, Goff. And he comes back with one complete. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. Goff now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Like 20.
Now the rookie from Tennessee, John Kelly. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
Out of the gun, Goff. And his pass incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw, Goff. And that is incomplete. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
And they'll run it here. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Here's more from the gun on 3rd down. A dump down to McKinnon. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He finds McKinnon, complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back now in Los Angeles. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. Down to about the 22 here. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9, and it'll be back to a 3rd and 3.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
More now. This is caught. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers are back within a score. Gold with the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Gold now out to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback. Because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. To throw on 2nd down is gone. And that's complete to Cooks. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Goff. And Cooks has it over the middle. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today. Yeah, just 1 pick so far and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, if they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as long. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball. They're enjoying a 4th quarter advantage. On 1st and 10, Goff. And it's incomplete. He was looking for Todd Gurley. That'll bring up 2nd down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
But he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this 2nd half. Instead, it's 3rd down. The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Again, Goff. It's Reynolds. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion.
Hey, lift! 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 Lift!
Now a draw as Goff gives to Gurley. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
180. Do up.
Now Goff. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
Go. 180.
To throw is Goff. His pass caught at the 4. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's 3rd down. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. After the run, Goff going to throw. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Malcolm Smith with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Here we go, a big play and a tight game late. They're going on 4th and goal. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here we go, a big play and a tight game late. They're going on 4th and goal. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. Escaping the press, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Solomon Thomas in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. They'll begin the drive with Breida. And he's got some space here. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Right back to him on first down. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run it until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool him on that play.
He'll look to throw. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. The Niners on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw. A dump down to McKenna. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on third down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
And they'll go on the ground. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
Back to throw. Wide open receiver complete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Moore now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. He's back to throw. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
Detroit! Detroit! Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
To throw is Moore on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Oh, I know it goes against the grain here. It totally goes against it, but you've got to drop the ball in that situation. He makes the catch, but he loses yards and doesn't get out of bounds.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
And now they face a 2nd and 6 after the penalty. And on the ground they go with the running back. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A great effort there with 8 seconds remaining. And the 49ers have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Gold now out to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he's going to go out of bounds on the return. He won't even get this thing back to the 10-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it. You've got to have guys back there to defend that, but also you can't allow the quarterback as much time as he wants.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for the Niners, they do get the victory here in the season finale, but it was altogether a disappointing season as they wind up at 6-10. And by just about all accounts, not the type of year they were hoping to have. Meanwhile, for L.A., they wanted desperately to finish at 500, but that won't happen, as it'll be a 7-9 season in the end. And they can take solace in the fact that this team never quit all the way to the end. I'm Charles Davis, my broadcast.